So we are here today to hear your end of year presentation. You are unmuted, you are recording. I'm letting in guests from the room, DZ conference room. Take it away, Mayama.
All right. Hello, guys. I'm Mayama, and this is my end of the year presentation for 2025 to 2026. One of my SMART goals the year of 2025 to 2026 was to make it on the presidential's list. I did fall short, but I was able to make it on the dean's list the previous fall and the honor roll the previous, sorry, backwards. Dean's list previous spring and honor roll the previous fall. And I'm still doing research under Professor Blue. Some leadership or professional development roles I took on was a fundraiser chair for National Society of Black Women in Medicine. This was a tough but also rewarding role because we initially started the chapter this fall. So it was like a little bit like challenging navigating how to start up the fundraising chair because we were like doing it for the first time. But it was good. I was able to set up for Best Fest and have many fundraisers that were pretty successful. Over winter break, I was able to shadow a pediatric dentist and a general dentist for a couple hours. I got a couple hours in. And then I also did the public health showcase recently. And I also was able to get inducted for pre-dental this semester. Okay. And some service things I've done was I was a babysitter for a local church, which also led to networking opportunities recently. I was able to meet Dr. John Schmitz, who's an oral surgeon here in San Antonio, and we're working on shadowing next year for me next year to be able to shadow underneath an oral surgeon. And then the Botanical Garden, which I did on Student Involvement Day, and also Whataburger Resource Center. Some new things I tried this year was joining a dance team, which was very fun and rewarding. We got third place. And also I did a 5K run for the diploma dash. And I know for dental school, getting learning hands-on skills is very important. So I tried learning how to do nails and also getting into playing guitar. And then some summer plans I have this summer. It's a shadow underneath the Dr. O at Visionary Smiles. He's a cosmetics dentist, so I'm very excited for that. And I also plan on using my dental assistant license. I do have an interview lined up, so I'm hoping and praying that I'm able to get that. And then volunteer under sleeping in heavily peace. Essentially, that's just going around town and helping build beds for kids who do not have beds. I did put in my application hoping that they get back to me soon. And also the local food bank in Houston, plan to volunteer there. And then I also plan to do summer school, just about like 2 classes. And then also waiting on internship results, SHPEP, and then also learning enhancement for achievement in dentistry, which I should get probably next week, which I was told. Yeah, so.
So when we talk about your past year, thinking about things that you pursued, which you listed up there, what are some challenges that you feel like you faced this year? And it could have been either in the fall semester or in the spring.
I would definitely say time management. Time management was something I struggled with a lot. Just like knowing when I could say no to something or like when I could like just hold off on something, especially whenever I was doing National Society of Black Women when I was fundraising share for them. Yeah, I'd probably had to like should have like hold off on a couple things with them if I could have. Yeah.
How did you decompress socially? What kinds of hobbies, what kinds of things were you doing to kind of give you a break or a change of pace from what you've been doing on campus?
Like beyond clubs. I'd say hanging with my roommate Kellyanne, definitely like catching up with her, just like asking her for her opinion on things and stuff like that. Like, oh, what do you think like I should do about this? Those are definitely like stress relief moments whenever I'm able to talk to her and like wind down and stuff like that. Or then also, what else? And some self-care things like I'd go and probably I did get a facial recently this semester, so I guess yeah, that's something I did,
Okay.
to like decompress and stuff like that.
And can you talk a little bit more? Can you go back to where you were discussing, like, I think the research that you were doing?
Under the one that I presented at the public health,
Yeah.
yeah, it was a lit review. We were doing the financial stress in African American students here at UTSA, and we also have another one coming up on the 30th. It's another public health showcase.
What drew you to that topic?
What drew me to that topic? Um, I we were focusing on mental health, and I was just like curious on like I guess like the financial burden, like what financial burden does specifically to people like me, African or African American students. So yeah, that's why I picked that topic.
Okay, and what do you plan? Do you plan to pursue further research?
Yeah, that, and we also I was talking to her recently about starting a new topic about implicit biases, and that's something we do plan on working on next semester, and we're probably going to start that this summer.
Okay, that's pretty ongoing.
Oh yeah, I forgot to go in more detail about that. You can see right here, I'm doing like a tutoring workshop, and I was just smiling really hard, and I just like I'm very grateful for the club. They're very welcoming, and honestly, they just make me feel better about my journey. Like everyone's at a different path. Like no one goes through like the same path exactly. Everyone's gonna have like their ups and downs, and they're just really like helpful and stuff like that. Great on advice. I was asked one time, like, how am I navigating my way through like a pre-dental track, especially since I haven't had anyone in my family who hasn't like gone that way. And I'd say pre-dental is a big help because like you're able to have like older students who are able to like tell you like, hey, this is what I did, this is the professor I took. You should probably do this and you like do this so you can get like here, like just make yourself stand out in ways. And also I'd say even like the underclassmen, I'm like, yeah, they have experiences that I probably don't have that I can learn off of and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely do enjoy pre-dental a lot.
Speak a little bit more about the relations between you and the first years in your cohort, because your scholarship program is very new to
Yeah,
our
no,
campus.
I honestly love the new. I was telling Kellyanne yesterday, I love the freshmen so much. They're really nice. Every time I see them, just very inviting and just like, up for conversation and stuff like that. So I really do enjoy them. And I'm very excited for TLS next year because I know we're going to be growing. And then we did bring in new leadership positions. So I definitely think we're getting like more settled in. And I'm very excited for what we're going to do next year and stuff like that.
I really encourage you to be on the lookout for leadership positions
No,
at
definitely.
TLS and feel free to apply.
Yeah.
And in line with that, your role as effectively an elder in your new scholarship program to these first years is going to be really vital. We are really excited to welcome them, and they're from all different parts of Texas, and they have
Oh yeah.
different.
Fun fact, Kellyanne knows one of the scholars, upcoming scholars. He went to her school.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah.
And that network, it's a smaller world than one thinks.
No, yeah.
So those connections to Top Scholar, to Terry, to TLS, to all of our programs, they're just going to happen more frequently. The
No,
more
yeah.
we grow, the more alums we have, the more people do things, and the more experiences that you amass on campus. Um, can you talk to me a little bit about like your coursework? What went really well? What was a little bit more of a challenge?
I definitely say, as I mentioned to you, chemistry was definitely like a big challenge. I'm still going through the battle, but I'd say studying habits, like chemistry it just teaches you like you're gonna have to study in ways you've never studied before. Like I feel like getting comfortable while taking like chemistry and or like bio classes, like you can't really get too comfortable. You just gotta like, I guess like find out what works for you and stick to that in a way. And I'd say what went well. Something that went well coursework wise would be
Which of your classes?
one of my favorite classes.
Yeah.
I do really enjoy my service of finance because of the teacher. She's really nice and pretty funny. Yeah. So yeah, I'd say that like whenever I guess I'm able to like relate to a teacher better, that like I like find the class more like easier to like do in a way because she relate like whenever she like teaches it, she relates it back to her life or like something in real life. So I really do enjoy that.
Okay. Cool. Well, we look forward to you building on the success that you've had this year and even certainly in your first as well. It's not lost on us that acclimating to college is a challenge.
No,
And
yeah.
it is real work for anyone, especially someone in a merit scholar program, in our honors college, etc. I would like to open the floor to any questions from anyone connected virtually. And after that, anyone else in the room, if they would like to have any questions or commentary to make, and then we can begin wrapping this up. So I'm going to open the floor, see if we have any questions or anything coming through in the chat. Leanne, do you have anything to add to this presentation, to Mayama's year, any additional context or commentary?
Okay, that's one question. If you could go back to like the first day of process, what's the advice to the leaders?
First day, fall semester. Just be ready. I feel like I wasn't ready. Like I wasn't ready. I was still like in summer mode. I was like, oh, like I was really slow. I was like not ready to like adapt to like what was coming that semester because I was taking 18 credit hours and I was trying to do e-board and try to do a dance team. So I just say be prepared. I did do pretty well that semester, I'd say, for what it was. But yeah, I'd say just be prepared and also network with previous teachers. Try to like network more with my teachers and stuff like that. I do see a question in the chat. Do I click on it?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
It's Cindy Meyer, it's like it is.
Okay.
Good job.
Oh, thank you.
You know, it's been a great year for our program, TLS certainly, and it's even better made by the fact that you are in it. And that you've been involved on campus, that you've been trying to scale that off campus. You certainly have professional goals. I think moving forward, I'd like for you to remember like two or three things. One, remember to reach back to those that are coming after you in your scholar program.
Oh yeah.
The second years, I agree with you, are a really great bunch of folks. The first years, we have no reason to believe that they're going to be any different.
No, yeah.
So we're really excited to have them. And they're going to be people who are going to be interested in majors such as yours, right? And in the college such as the one you were in. So they're going to be acclimating for the first time just like you were, and they're going to be seeking out your guidance. So always remember that and always be willing to give back. And the second thing is really focus on acquiring additional experience in terms of like presentation. I think across the board, that's something that works very well for our students when they pursue it, but they're going to have to be proactive about it. And it's scalable to so many majors and so many disciplines that the more and more that you are in environments like this, presenting on yourself to us, the more comfortable you get talking about
Yeah.
and the more confident you grow as an advocate for yourself. So don't forget that and always kind of keep that with you. I will say that based on our meetings and based on the time that we've known each other and the years that we've had meeting each other, we're really excited to have you do more and to Kansas.
Yeah, I see.
That we're really excited to see you do more and really scale that in a way that leaves a mark. Do we have any other questions from anyone virtually before we begin wrapping this up? All right. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Mayama.
No problem. Thank y'all.
We
Bye.
are glad to have heard from you. The next presentation will be Kellyanne EOY at 2 p.m. So thank you all for joining us.